Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Bestfit University's session with University College Dublin. We work with UCD, guiding students for the admissions, scholarships, visas to Ireland's most largest and international university. And we have Ms. Supriya John, the admissions officer for South Asia, who's kindly agreed to give us some time on presentation on UCD courses, departments, entry criteria, scholarships, which may still be open or perhaps closing soon, and career destinations of popular courses. And we'll take Q&A after that. Thanks, Supriya. Over to yourself.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Just give me a quick thumbs up if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Wonderful. All right. So today I am going to talk a little bit about, about the programs, about the scholarships, the programs which are still open, and a lot about University College Dublin. So before I begin, I know there are a lot of you who might be wondering why you should choose Ireland as a study destination. So on my screen, you can see a few numbers moving. This is the report of OEC World 2019, and this clearly shows, as Ireland is one of the fastest growing economy in entire Europe. This is the powerhouse of export sector. We're a small island, but we are very strong with export sector. And I'm going to talk about this in a while. What are the sectors we do have? But yes, it is good to know that our GDP is really strong. It is one of the fastest growing economy. And yes, before I tell you a little more details about that, let me take you through where we are located. So I've created this Google satellite map for you. This is where we are, India, and you travel 4,500 miles away and you land to this very beautiful island called Ireland, very close to UK. This is surrounded by Celtic Sea, Atlantic Ocean, and this waterways actually gives a very strong transport links towards UK and other parts of Europe as well. We also have international airport in Dublin. That's the capital of Ireland. And yes, but uh, one of the major intakes what we have in the country is for most of the university is September. So when you're coming in during September, the weather would be pleasant. Yeah. So I really look forward some of you who has already got the offer welcoming you to UCD this year. Now, a little information about why you should choose Ireland as your study destination. A lot of times I've been asked, is it safe? So we rank number 3rd in the Global Peace Index. It's very safe. Irish people are warm and welcoming. We have ranked 13 in the World Happiness Index as well. Now, if we talk about the population, sparsely populated, but the 50% of the population is under 34, which means we have a very young population. It is really good for the students, especially for Indian students, because you have all young population. There is like-mindedness, very easy to gel in. Yeah. When it comes to a business, we are one of the top countries who have very strong startups because of the very generous corporate taxes. So we are positioned in top 16 worldwide, and we are known as a global startup countries. And with that, we have a presence of very good top companies as well. And when it comes to business, we rank top 11 as per Forbes to do business, as per 2018 ranking. When it comes to the quality of education, of course, we ranked top 4 as per OEC report as per 2019. And we are one of the English speaking countries, so language is not a barrier. Now, if we look at this slide, you can see, the global presence of top companies like Google, Amazon, Alphabet, Apple, Samsung. These are the top 5 innovative companies which have Irish operations. Now, having these companies in Ireland, the base in Ireland, it brings a very strong, I would say, It brings a very strong economy, very, very strong economy. So there's a leading global companies in Ireland, which brings for about 346.7 billion turnover every year. So UCD, when it comes to UCD, it ranks number one with industry collaboration in a lot of sectors. When it comes to energy or environment, whether that's ICT sector, health, science, either that's culture, economy, and society, these industry collaboration help us in a lot of ways. When it comes to academia collaboration or maybe research. So when you are coming to study with us, you will be doing internship or you'll be doing a research work as well. So these collaboration really helps. And even though while developing the courses and the modules, the industry experts and our professor comes together to design the module so that you get an idea and information about what is trending in Irish economies. And that's why UCD ranked number one in graduate employability ranking as well. We are very strategically placed, not very far from the Silicon Docks. You can see the screenshot of Google Maps right here. That's the presence of top companies, and we are just 4 to 5 kilometers away from the Silicon Docks. So that gives an opportunity for the guest lectures as well to come and take few classes, give a lot of information about what's happening in the market. So that's really hands-on experiences what they share to you. Now, this is the sector spotlight, and that's very interesting. You can see there are different sectors and how they are doing in their areas. So talking about one of the very top industry and one very popular, I know Ireland is known as the IT hub in entire Europe. So when it comes to, ICT sector, we are the gaming capital. So out of top 20, top 16 have the global presence, Irish presence. They have the Irish operations in Ireland. When it comes to finance, we are the fourth largest exporter in finances services. One of the area in the sector is aviation finance. We also have 1 year program for aviation finance. When it comes to pharmaceutical industry, we have for about 80 plus billion, exporter, and it is Ireland's is the world's third largest exporter in pharmaceutical companies industry. And the programs what we offer around pharmaceuticals is bachelor's in pharmaceuticals. We also have, masters in pharmaceuticals. So there are a lot of interesting programs we can do after bachelor's as well. Another one is the medical sector. This is one of the very old sector, more than 150 years old. And out of top 15, top 14 medical companies have presence in Ireland. In this sector, there are more than 40,000 people employed every year. Last but not the least, food sector. Food sector brings for about 16.7 billion revenue in the country, and for about 15% of infant milk formula, are exported from Ireland. So we have interesting program called Food Business Strategy under Smurfit Business School. That's a 1 year program. Recently, we have also seen there's a lot of interest in sustainability side. So we rank, we have very strong interest in, green energy. So we rank number one in electricity demand onshore by wind. So we rank second highest in Europe for wind and solar energy. So that's the plan that by 2030, 80% of the electricity will be generated by the renewables. So these are some of the highlight of the sector. So that's really good to know information. Now, talking about the university, we are Ireland's global university, which means we have high number of international students. Every year we have for about more than 3,800 students coming from more than 152 nationalities. It's a beautiful 144 hectares land with beautiful greenery. We have for about 350 acres of land where we have buildings, which is covered with buildings, and beautiful 8 kilometers of woodland walk, sculptural trails. It basically will give you it's like home away from home. So this has all the facilities and including accommodation, including all the extracurricular activities, whether that's sports, whether that is a fitness complex, and it's a very huge, beautiful. We have a lot of clubs and societies as well. And yeah, when it comes to ranking, we rank in top 200 QS world ranking, as well as number one in graduate employability ranking. Now, what does graduate employability ranking means? It means that how successful the students are to get employment, the reputation of the employees, as well as the alumni outcomes. So I'm going to quickly show you what are the programs we offer. So we have 6 colleges and 38 school, which is social sciences and law. We offer more than 300 programs throughout our colleges as well as school. It's coming from undergraduate as well as PhD. So we offer undergraduate, which will be for about 4 years in duration. Most of our masters is 1 year duration. So social sciences and law, there are one of the very popular department, that is information and communication systems. We have masters of information systems, human computer interactions. Our law department is one of the highly ranked school. It ranks top 100 in QS world ranking. One of the history is India's fourth president, that is V.V. Giri. He has studied from UCD, and we are really, really proud of that. Some of the other programs which is really popular is under a master, we have common law. That is a 1 year program in which allows the student coming from every background as well. So under information and communication, I've mentioned there are 2 programs, which is Masters of Information System and Human Computer Interaction, that is open right now for 2024 intake. Next department is engineering and architecture. Most of the master's program is going to be a 2 year. However, the bachelor's is 4 year. We have programs from mechanical, civil, electrical engineering. We have biosystem and food engineering as well. So students who are interested or coming from a background of biotechnology or biotherapeutics, they can actually, or engineering, they can, choose and study, I would say 1 year pharmaceutical industries as well, if they have a relevant background. Next is arts and humanities. We have very strong interest, and as well as we rank in top 50 when it comes to ranking for English drama and film. So the students who are coming from English background, or who want to do a creative writing, they can join our English drama and film courses. We have 1 year of master's program. Some of the program would require, a relevant background, but there are some programs where we can have students from a lot of other backgrounds as well. One of the very popular department is science. So under science, we have biology, environment, biomolecular, biomedical sciences, computer sciences. We have 2 popular program under computer science, which is Masters in Computer Science Conversion and Masters of Computer Science Negotiated Learning. Negotiated learning is for the students who come from a relevant background. But if you do not have a relevant background and you want to study computer sciences, then you can take up 16 months program, that is Masters of Computer Science Conversion. We also have mathematics and statistics. One of the strong program we have here is Masters in Data and Computational Science. We accept students who have a strong background in quantitative skills. So if you're coming from mathematics, stats, even from engineering background, and if you're looking at something to study programming, Python, R programming, C programming, that's where you can choose our data and computational science. Now, physics, we have, a very interesting program under this, that is a space science technology, Masters in Space Science Technology. We are really proud that Ireland has launched its first satellite, and UCD is one of the partner. And, if you're coming from a background of physics or engineering, you can take up our Masters of Space Science Technology. Next is health and agriculture. When it comes to masters, if you're coming from a background of, maybe let's say a veterinary or a public health department, one of the popular program is MPH, that is Masters of Public Health. That is also a 1 year program. We also have medicine. However, medicine is closed for this year. This is a 4 to 5 years program where the students can take up after bachelor's. And we require, I will talk about the entry requirements in a while, but that is also one of the highly ranked programs. Last but not the least, we have our business school of business, that is Michael Smurfit Business School. This is a Triple Crown accredited school from Equus, EMBA, and AACSB, and we have maintained the accreditation for past 20 years. The Queen School of Business is for the undergraduate, and for the masters, we have Smurfit Graduate Business School. Now, there are a lot of programs under that, and but yes, like I said, that this is one of the highly ranked and prestigious school. So this 60% of the programs is designed for the student from any background, and some of the popular programs what we offer is business analytics. Now, if I show you the ranking, some of the business program is really highly ranked. Um, Ranked top 23rd in the leading European business school. Programs like supply chain, business analytics, finance, marketing management, MBA is ranked in top 13 and top 40. So when we open our application, I would like to tell you and share you this, that these are the programs which get filled up pretty quickly. So we always suggest and recommend the students to make early applications, especially for top ranking programs. Next is the entry requirement. Now, when it comes to our postgraduate programs, our entry requirement would range somewhere from 60% to the 80%, depending on the the university you have studied from. Second requirement is your English language test. For we accept IELTS, PTE, TOEFL, Duolingo. For IELTS, we accept overall 6.5, no band less than 6. But for business program, the requirement is higher. We accept overall 7, no band less than 6. This other documentation requirements are statement of purpose. We would require 2 letters of recommendations. Some of the programs would also require research statement. But so this is a case where you can get in touch with combined company counselors, and they're going to guide you the requirement of documents very specific to the programs. Yeah. Additional document, which is really important, you can add your CV as well. If you have any extracurricular activities, you can add in your CV. And when it comes to our undergraduate, the entry requirement would be between 75 to 95%. Documentation is really important when we are dealing with very high volume of application. If you share the complete application, that really helps us to give the result quicker. But yes, if you do not have documents like English language test, you can submit later. We can still be able to process, the majority of the programs. But in some programs where we require the English language test that is mandatory, that should come with a complete documentation. Yeah, so I've covered the English language part. Most important, the tuition fees. So our tuition fees rank between 22,600 to 29,100 each year. We also have a merit-based scholarship. Some scholarship will come along with the offer letter, which means that is automatically awarded. But there are some prestigious scholarship, which is Global Excellence Scholarship, for which you have to make a separate application. Now, this year, the Global Excellence Scholarship is closed for the graduate students, but for the undergraduate student, the deadline is 31st of March. So that's still open. If you have the offer, if you're an offer holder, you can still make an application for that. There are some automated department-wise scholarship for engineering, architecture, Michael Smurfit Business School, as well as the VPI scholarship, that will all come automatically. We have a Government of Ireland International Education Scholarship as well, which offer from 10,000 euros as well. But all of the scholarship is closed for this year. But yes, like I said, that some of the programs which is eligible for the automatic scholarship, that will be awarded. And the first thing what we always advise to the students is please read your offer letter carefully, because there are some deadlines which is mentioned often on the offer letter. We usually give 3 to 4 weeks to accept the offer by paying 500 euro deposit. There are some programs like computer science, negotiated learning, or data and computational science, where you will be, requested to pay 25% of the tuition fees. So the deadlines are mentioned on the offer letter. We highly recommend to not miss the deadline, because once the offer is lapsed, it is very difficult to reinstate the offer, and that goes to the next candidate. However, also when you're making the deposit or the payments, please make sure that the payments are made at least 4 to 5 days prior your deadline, because it takes at least 3 to 4 days or 5 business days to reflect on our system. The best way to do is, if you're making the payment, please share the receipt at india@ucd.ie so we can track it. Right. Accommodation. Yeah, I think this is the time when most of you would have the offer and now planning to stay, looking for the accommodation. This is the best time to apply for on-campus accommodation. We do have, on-campus accommodation. The early bird booking starts in the month of December. But the general application is now open. That you can make an application if you're an offer holder from your SIS web portal. And you can check, from our website as well as from your SIS web portal, about the room size, about the kinds of rooms available. There are some sharing rooms which have attached washroom. So you can check all the facilities under the website as well. But yes, that's something which is a really hot topic in Ireland about accommodation. So we highly recommend that you sort out your accommodation way in advance. If you're looking for off-campus accommodation as well, we recommend do not make any advance payment, because that could lead you to scams sometimes as well. So be very sure when you're making any advance payment to off-campus accommodations. All right. So I think that's about it. I know there are some questions from you. I'll be happy to take questions. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Thank you, Supriya. Just to clarify, I think given scholarships and course closures, which are perhaps pending, which are the scholarships which are still open, you mentioned for the UG, and what would
That
be
is a
the
global
deadline?
excellence.
So global
Yes, that's
excellence. Okay.
31st of March.
31st of
That's
March.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the, I want to share that there are two scholarships, that is 50% and 100%. 100% is the VV Giri scholarship,
Right.
but there's going to be only one application for that.
Okay. Okay. So the procedure is to be holding an offer, or it can be
Yes.
applied simultaneously on application?
So
You
the
need to be
student should
holding.
have the student should have a conditional offer at least to make the application for
Mhm.
Global Excellence Scholarship.
Right. Right. That's for the UG for all courses, is it?
That's correct. So Global Excellence is open to all, but the scholarship for graduates, the PG students, is
Right.
closed. The deadline
It's
was
closed.
28th Feb. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. I think Bushra Saud inquiring, what is your IB score for scholarships for UG? And she is keen on psychology, dietitian, physics, anything related to
Yeah.
psychology or nutrition.
Okay. Yeah. Great. So if you're interested in psychology, yes, we do have a program under psychology as well. You can, yeah, you should have a conditional offer letter for that.
Yeah.
And talking about the IB points, I can quickly, because most of our programs, especially the entry requirements for most of our undergraduate. Sorry, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen.
Yeah, she's actually also online, with Bushra. If you can give your indicative predicted grades.
Right now I'm in year one, so I don't
Okay.
have the predicted grades.
Okay.
But
No
But
problem. So once you have your predictive scores, you can share it with us over the email. But yes, I'll give you the entry requirement in IB. I'll just quickly tell you for the psychology. Just give me one quick minute. Right. So we do have program under criminology with psychology as well as BSc psychology, and the IB points is 37. So have
Okay.
you opted, or if you're going to opt for, mathematics in your final year or 12th, then if you're taking SL, then SL is going to be 4. And if you're taking HL, then the mathematics has to be minimum 3.
All right. I have SL.
Minimum
Okay.
4.
Yeah. So that's 4 what we require for mathematics requirement.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We also have criminology with psychology. You can also make 2 or 3 applications.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
No
Thank you.
problem.
I'll just take that as answered. We had a few queries on health-related programs, and I guess Monem has perhaps started that conversation, looking at biomed, biochem, pharma, biotech-related courses, either MD, MRes, or related scholarships.
Right.
Mm,
Yeah. So
yeah.
just want to understand what's the background of the
Yeah, I'll
student.
just ask him if you can come online, William, that would be faster. Or you want to put it in the chat, you can do that.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Hi, Golem.
Hi. I have a question. Could you please tell me about the difference between MD and MRes program, and what are the minimum application requirements and fees and the scholarships available?
Can you give a
We'll see.
background? Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead. Go
Hello.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Golem, can you please help me? What have you studied?
I study, well, my highest degree is BTech in, biotech in biotech MSc.
Biotechnology. That's a 4-year program.
No, MSc in biotech.
MSc in biotechnology. And what was your bachelor's in?
BSc in biotech.
BSc, that's a 3-year program. All right, yeah. So if you're asking me about Masters of Research, yes, we do have a Masters of Research program. I can share you the link. However, the process is that you should have a supervisor. It's very similar how it works in PhD, all right? If you are interested to do Masters, then that's going to be a 1-year program. That's a taught Masters. So the difference between taught masters and research is, research you have that's more focused towards the research side. That's a 1-year or 2-year program. But masters of taught, with that will come in a academic modules format, 3 semester, and then the final semester you have an internship. So if you're coming from a biotechnology background, I myself is a biotech, so I can tell you that we have amazing biotechnology masters in biotechnology, and towards the end you have internship as well. Along with that, we have biotherapeutics, and biotechnology and biotherapeutics comes with the combination of business. So that's totally your choice. Are you interested in research side, or you would like to gain experience towards the industry side?
I want to research in microbiology theoretical subjects.
Okay, so if that's the choice, then you could take up masters of, take a look. I'm going to share this link in the chat box. We have biomolecular negotiated learning, where you can choose your interest. You can choose your majors under microbiology, cell biology, genetics. So are you open to do a 1-year master's program?
Would it help?
If you're looking to get into the research side, yes, that is designed for the students who are looking towards the research side, because it is designed into it that will be taught in a 3 semester, and towards the final year you have a research project and thesis as well. So that could be a transition towards PhD, or you could either work in the industry towards the R&D side.
What do you suggest? Opting for MSc or opting for taught masters? MRes.
Well, that I think I should ask you that question. What is your interest? If you have a very strong research thesis, or you have published some papers, you can, the best thing would be you should go to our website, check the kind of research what our faculty is doing. If there's something which you can relate, you can reach out to the supervisor, write the research proposal or statement, and check with them if there are any vacancies. So that's how the research masters by research process will go. But if you want to study masters, taught masters, then the application is open right now, and you can submit all the documentation to your combined company, and they're going to make an application for you. But master by research, that you have to independently apply and check if there's any vacancy under supervisor.
I mean, well, in that case, suppose I reach to the respective professors one by one, and they decline. I mean, they do, if they do not think that this project should be undertaken, then what should I do?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the best option, is to take up 1 year taught masters. We have MSc Biological and Biomolecular Sciences. I'm going to share the link in the chat box. Just bear with me. Before that, can I quickly ask what is your grades percentage in your bachelor's?
Well, I have a second class bachelor degree, around 55%.
Which university?
Bardwan University.
And what's your grade in master's?
I have got a first class master degree, 71%.
Okay, so our minimum requirement is at least 60 to 65%, right? But because you have done masters, we can still, you can make an application. We can check with the department, we can try if we can get the approval. But yes, the first thing would be to make an application. Have you received the link in the chat box?
No.
How do I share? Okay, sorry. Let me.
Sorry, I was muted. I've just posted it to everyone.
Okay, thank you. Yes, okay. So if you open this link, we have you can take a look. You can select the majors into microbiology and infection biology. So that actually investigates towards the pathogenic microbes, host response to infection. That's very, very interesting. So the students who have studied this program have ended up working as a quality assurance, quality control, microbiology, lab technician, research and development, etc. So that's something, if you want to get into a quality analyst as well, that's a perfect program.
In which session should I apply for?
Well, our next intake is September 2024, this year. And we, most the programs are closing, but we still have some time for this program. So I would recommend to make early application. I would say by next week, your application should be in our system. So what I require is the semester-wise mark sheet from you and a research statement, because you've done a 3-year program. Have you done any projects or internships?
Yes.
Please write 300 to 400 words research statement, which will outline your lab experience, or you can talk about the project you have done. So that's something which is important and mandatory to go along with the application.
The last question is, suppose I do not get any offer, and the professor said that I can apply for the next intake. I mean, there might be a seat vacant in the next year, and in this case, my IELTS will be expiring in the next February.
Okay, so if you still have time for this intake, but what I'll suggest is that you make an application. We will let us process, because our processing time is between 3 to 4 weeks. Because in your case, we have to get approval from the department. If you get the conditional offer letter, or you still have IELTS, if you get an unconditional offer letter, and somehow if you decide to, I would say, transfer or defer the offer for next intake, the process is that you have to pay the deposit and of 500 to secure your seat, and the offer should be unconditional. I'll repeat myself. The offer should be unconditional, and the deposit must be paid before requesting the defer. And this is for very limited courses.
Right.
So if I pay 500 rupees after getting the unconditional offer, can I at least hope to get to postpone it for the next year?
Sorry, say that again.
Suppose I pay 500 rupees deposit fee. Will I
Yes.
get the offer? Will I get the opportunity to postpone it for the for 1 year? Actually?
Do you mean the defer? Yes, if you're holding an unconditional offer letter and you have paid the deposit, then you can defer the offer. You can request us, and then we will get back to you. Most of the cases, the offers is deferred once we get approval from the department.
And can you also share the links of the respective professors whom you can contact with?
I can share you our science research link. Just give me a second.
Should I apply through the portal first, or should I try to talk to the professors first?
First, you should get in touch with the Team Combined company,
Yep.
and you can share all the documentation.
I
and they're
have
going to put
shared
the
all my.
application on your
Okay,
behalf.
okay.
Yes.
Can you apply for both MRes and PGT, by the way, Supriya?
Well, he can do that, but like I
Yeah.
said, for the research, master's research,
Okay.
the first thing is that you have to have a
Right.
supervisor.
Okay, okay. So in the interest of time, you can try and submit 2 applications.
Correct.
You're in touch with us, Golam, and
All right. Thank you.
we can take it forward accordingly. We'll just forward you the link that Supriya has just sent.
I'll just share the
Fine.
UCD Research Science as well so that you can take a look.
Yeah, that'll be useful for us also.
So we have research centers. You can take a look at the research centers and the kind of work we are doing in microbiology. That will give you an understanding. So I've shared that in the chat box.
Yeah, I'll just post it to everyone. Great. So Golam, let's check. Let's connect offline after this. Please go through the links. And
All right.
we'll call you shortly. I would encourage you to make the application for the PGT at least. And if you can turn around the MRes soon enough, we should do that also.
Sure.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Golu.
Thanks. So just in the interest of time, people who have just raised their hands and put inquiries, we have Nishant Lalka, who's keen, well, I guess keen for masters in management particular programs. I'm not sure whether that's still open or you encourage an application. Nishant, go ahead.
Masters of Management is unfortunately closed for 2024 intake.
Okay. Any alternative, Nishant, you're keen on?
Yes. Hello, Ranveer
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
Priya.
Yeah, hi.
I was
Hi.
wanted to check if the Master of Engineering Science in Engineering Management, is that still open?
Masters of in
Engineering Management.
Yeah. So engineering management is still open. You can make
Okay.
an application. Can you quickly tell me your background and the marks you've scored in bachelor's?
Yes, I have a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, completed in 2005 with 61%. And I also have a master's degree, Master of Technology in Energy Systems Engineering, completed in 2012 with 75%. And I have total 17 years of experience in the mechanical engineering field.
Super. All right, great. So yes, one of the program is you can take up engineering management as well, but we do also have masters in energy system. I think that's something you just mentioned that you were working around that.
Yes, but then, I mean, I already have that master's, so having the same master's again would, I mean, I may have a
Makes
problem with getting a visa. So I need to at least make a small shift in the studies that I want to do. So that was the reason to go for the engineering management.
Okay.
That's super. This program
Yeah.
is open and this is a 1-year program taught
Yeah.
together with the Smurfit business and the engineering department. Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you are interested, you
Sure.
would like to get into the role of maybe data analyst, operation analyst, supply chain planner, project management, this is a perfect program. But
Yeah.
yes, I would highly recommend you when you are making an application, please share your semester-wise mark sheet along with the grade
Yes.
sheet. That's really
Sure.
important. And please
Sure.
go through the modules while writing the statement of purpose. Thank you.
Definitely. So please. Thank
Yeah, I
you.
encourage you to
And
apply at
just
the
wanted to
earliest.
check, like, are there any scholarships for this course? I mean, it
There
is
are
a
some
thought
automatic
process.
scholarship.
There are
Yes, there
some.
are some automatic scholarship, but
Okay.
like I said, you are at 60%, so we still have to see how your performance, your academics, as well as work experience. So I cannot comment right now. But yes, we do have alternative, it's automatic scholarship.
Right. So when, I mean, like all, because I have a master's, will my master's percentage will also be considered? Because like the master's
Yes,
is 75%. The
yes, we will
graduation
see all
was
your,
60. Yeah. Okay. Thanks,
yes, we are
Apriya.
going
So
to
I'll,
see all your academics. Yes.
sure, I'll connect with
Yeah.
combined company for
Yeah,
this.
just
Yeah.
send us all
Thank
your
you.
docs if you're not already sent it.
Sure. Thank
with
you.
chat, yeah? Yeah. Thank you, Nishant. Just take Kiran, who's maybe just best to come on live. Kiran, he's said, I've done my bachelor's in engineering with 6.7 GPA, looking for MS in quantity surveying. I have some issue around the Duolingo, which,
Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am.
yeah, go ahead.
Sir, actually, I did my bachelor degree in civil engineering. I'm looking for quantity surveying program. So I just have a query like for the entrance, I need 120 score in Duolingo, which I have occurred also. But in what to say, in speaking section, in production section, I got 100. I mean, I was needing 105, but I got 100. So is there any possibility that I can get entry for it?
Well, for Duolingo, the entry requirement is overall 120, no band less than 110 in all the sector, subsets.
Ma'am, actually, I was having the query same. Like a week ago, I gave this exam. So I got a 120 score, and overall, I got 115. But in production only, I was lagging behind by 100 marks. So yes, day before yesterday, I again gave the exam. And ma'am, in every section, I got 115, above 115, and in production also, I got 110. But overall, they gave me 115 only. So I was not getting that point. I
I
calculated
know
my
that can
total.
be, yeah.
Ma'am, I
See, I
calculated my
know,
total.
yeah. Yes, so see, I know this can be very frustrating, but it's just that our admissions requirement is, we follow single sitting rule, which means that, the minimum requirements for all the components should be met. We have seen, for Duolingo, the students would, struggle to secure, especially in production. I think IELTS now have the option to take a one skill retest, all right? So if that helps, you can, apply for IELTS. But yes, for Duolingo, you will have to meet the minimum entry requirement, or else you will have to reapply. Meanwhile, if you make an application and if you qualify, in terms of our minimum entry requirements, we can still, give you a conditional offer letter. Have you made the
Ma'am,
application?
ma'am, you're related with TUS University?
No, I'm
Technical
from
something.
University College Dublin.
Right.
Right.
No, I haven't done any registration. I will do registration with you guys.
Yeah. Why don't you send an application anyway? What would be the last deadline, so to speak, Supriya, for him to perhaps retake the Duolingo?
Well,
Any information?
if he's applying for any SMOFIT or business school, then the deadline will be mentioned on the offer letter. Usually that is between 2 to 3 weeks. But for
Okay.
other programs, he can make an, submit English
Okay.
language test before
Okay.
filing visa.
Okay.
There's
So
no
he could,
deadline.
he could get a conditional offer, so to speak, then, and then
Yes.
take the Duolingo, right? So why don't you do that, Kiran? I think that'll be the most expedited way to go ahead. You submit an
Sure,
application.
sir, I will do it.
Yeah, and then just send us your docs. You're in Pune, are you?
Yeah, I'm in Pune, right?
Okay. I'm just sending you a Pune email and ID and
Okay.
WhatsApp if you're not already in touch.
Sure, sir.
And just send us all your docs. You're aware of the documentation requirements.
Yes, sir. I'm
Yeah.
aware of the documents. Just
Yeah.
I was just having that query because like this
Right,
time I
right.
scored good, but still the overall I
Right.
got less marks, so I'm
Sure,
little
sure.
frustrated.
So maybe with a little more preparation, you're on the borderline, so maybe perhaps that would help.
No issues. I will try this time.
Yeah,
My best.
yeah. Okay, great. Great. Thanks for your time. And we'll
Yeah.
be in touch. We'll connect offline. Yeah.
Sure.
With a few pending queries, I guess students were still online, at least the ones who had mentioned the interest. Himani Sharma had inquired for masters in healthcare. Himani, if you have a query, you can come online. Is that still open, Supriya?
Yeah, sure.
A master's in healthcare management related programs. She's
Healthcare
done-
related. Let me quickly just double check. Healthcare. Okay. So there are some programs which are still open. If the student can tell me, if there's any specific program under healthcare they're looking for.
Yeah, Himani, if you want, you can unmute your query that you posted to us. You just said masters in healthcare.
Sorry, meanwhile, I think Golam has one question that do we accept Cambridge?
Okay.
So we do accept, like from University of Cambridge. So all the entry requirements is mentioned, the kind of proficiency certificate, grade C, grade A. So all of them are mentioned on the website. You can take a quick look. There are different scales for that.
Great. I'll just mark that as answered live. So perhaps we'll connect with Himani. You're online, you can talk, Himani, and give us your background. Go ahead.
So under healthcare, see if you're listening, we do have program like healthcare informatics. We have Masters of Public Health as well. Depending on which area you would like to get into, we have, yeah. I thought someone
Yeah, I
had
think
a
she's
question.
perhaps, yeah, she's not perhaps posted or come online. So perhaps we'll just encourage Himani to send in your documents if you wish for your application, and your inquiry was for September 24 intake, and these applications are still open, right?
Yes, some of the applications are still open. Where if she is looking to study MPH, that's another very popular program, Masters of
Right.
Public Health. We
Okay.
have quite limited seats in that. We have almost filled the seats are almost all full. But yes, it is not officially closed yet, so she can still make an
Okay.
application. But this is another program where we would need the English language proficiency test along with the application.
Okay.
We require overall 6.5 in IELTS, no band less than 6, and in writing it should be 6.5. But
Okay.
again, like I said, if she has a background of, let's say, computer science as well, or maybe some experience in that, there are some amazing program like MSc Precision Medicine. She can look into the health informatics as well. That is open for the students coming from health as well as computer science background.
Right.
So I'm going to share this link.
Yeah.
This
Please. I think
program
that'll be
is still
useful. Yep.
good.
We have a few minutes left, Himani. If you want, you can post your query. Otherwise, I'll just forward that on to everyone so you can pick it up. Shamim, who is still online, inquired about any courses still open for computing data science related courses.
Computer data science. Okay. So we have two programs which is really popular. That's negotiated learning. And if you're coming from a computer science background, that is closed for this year. We also have data and computational science, which is about to close. So, if you are who's looking to study machine learning, programming, Java or C programming, R programming, this is one of the very popular program. I'll share that in a link, but like I said, we have received very high volume of application for this program. If you're interested, you should make an application next 2 or 3 days.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just send us your docs. Yeah, go ahead. Can you give
another
me background,
program.
by the way?
Come again, sir.
Yeah, can you give a background, Shamin?
I have completed my master's and bachelor's both, master's in computer application. But I have two priorities. One is a PhD and second is master's. As basically directly applying to PhD is very tough, or we can say we don't get acceptance normally. So I was also looking for masters also, because if we are at the campus and we have interaction with the professors also, so it's easy to get in the PhD programs after doing masters at this university. So I was looking for both the programs.
Right, makes sense. Mas, can you tell me what is your interest?
My interest lies in basically ML and AI
Yeah.
in healthcare, or you can say basically disease detections
Did
like
you say
these.
healthcare?
Yeah. In this,
Right.
yeah, in disease detection, basically, we can say computational bio.
Very nice. Okay, I do have a program for you. You can make an application for that. Just give me a minute. It's a 1-year program, healthcare informatics. Okay, I'm going to share the link to you. And this is we require and a student who are coming from a computer science background. So I think this is a perfect program for you. Take a look.
Okay, and this program is in which department? Like in computer science department or?
School of Medicine.
Okay.
That's one of
Sorry.
the highly
Yeah.
ranked schools.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, this is a 1-year program. This is still open, but yes, like I said, this is a time when the students are, applying for, they already hold an offer letter. So you should make an application by next week.
Okay. And is
Yeah.
there any deadlines, or is it open like normally and there is no deadline?
So we, give offer on a rolling basis, first come, first serve. Once the seats are full, we close the program. And this is the stage where majority of the programs are now full. So, there's no certain deadline. Once the seats are full, we close the program. But yes, any time now. So you better make an
Okay.
application at least
Okay.
by next week.
Okay. And secondly, what about scholarships on these courses?
There's no automatic scholarship for School of Medicine, and some scholarship which is like Global Excellence Scholarship that is closed for this
Yeah.
year. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, there's not a lot of scholarship because you're quite late to make an application at this stage. Usually, we
Yeah.
open the application 1 year
Hmm.
before, but yes, the program is open.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yes, just encourage you, Shabim, to send your docs, put in an application, and if for whatever reason you need to defer it, you can do that. But the important thing is to just get started.
One more thing, like these are for the fall 24, these applications.
Correct, September. Yes.
Yeah. Does UCD take any other, like they have sessions like January session or intake sessions?
With only one intake, that's September.
Okay. Thank you.
But like I said, that you still have time. You can
Mhm.
still make an application. The program is still open. And I think you'll be a wonderful candidate for, health informatics because we require students from ICT background.
Okay, thank
And you're aware of the documents, and we'll connect with you offline. So encourage
Yeah.
you to send. Office must have been in touch with you already.
you. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Thank
Okay.
you. Sir.
Thanks, Shabim. Wonderful. So I think we have pretty much gone over the time for an hour and pretty much covered most of the queries. Certainly, we'll circulate back with the students who had posted the queries and share the recording. So any final comments, Priya? I think by and large, you said barring UG scholarships, which are still open, perhaps many of the postgraduate scholarships are closed unless you're holding an offer. Is that right?
That's correct. Yes. One thing, like I've already mentioned during the webinar, but yes, I would like to emphasize on, to read the offer letter very carefully, not to miss the deadlines, on accepting the offers. In terms of scholarship, yes, undergraduate Global Excellence Scholarship is still open. If you're already a offer holder, we are going to soon organize a pre-departure events, and we will be in touch with you. We will love to meet you in person as well. But yes, if you have any questions or doubt, we have India team based, in Gurgaon. So you're welcome to reach out to us at india@ucd.ie, and we'll be happy to help you.
Right. I think just a final question from Gulem. Any scholarships for his course in biotech?
Biotechnology,
Yes.
yes, we do have automatic scholarship. That will be from 4,000 to 11,000, depending on the marks you have scored. And yes, but the programs what we have under biotechnology is MSc in biotechnology, that also come with a combination of biotechnology plus business. We also have biotherapeutics and biotherapeutics plus business. When you're making the application for all these 4 programs, please make sure that you are attaching research statement. That is really important. These research statements should not be more than 300 to 500 words, where you should outline your lab experience, what you have done in your project or undergraduate lab experiences. That will help us to understand the level of expertise you have in the laboratory, right? Because this is amazing program, which is taught over 3 semesters. Towards the end, you have, internships as well. We have internship manager on campus as well. And I think when I say we rank #1 in graduate employability ranking is also because we have a very strong careers and development team on campus, which actually helps you to, design your CV, cover letter, interviews, everything is in place. Where we really work hard to support all our students, so that you can get into a right kind of career. We also organize career fairs throughout the year. That happens department wise. So that's something which is given to the students. We have very interactive SIS web portal for the students. So when you join as a once you have the offer from UCD, and once you register to the program, you will get access for CV 360. That's a portal where you will find a lot of information about skill assessment. If you want to take appointment with the career counselor, that can be done as well. So that when you are on the campus, we will start working with you right from the beginning. All you have to do is sign up and ask for help. Right. So there are very strong support system once you're on the campus, as well as once you're here preparing to, depart from India to Ireland. Yeah.
Great. And for the PGT course, he still needs to write the research statement, or is that mentioned in the statement of purpose, I guess?
No, we require separate research statement. That's separate to statement of purpose. Yes.
Okay, for these biotech particular courses. Okay.
That's correct. That's correct. One more thing, when we're talking about the, the documentation requirement, the other program, which is Masters of Information System, we require a course-specific statement of purpose. Because this program is open to students from all the disciplines, so we would like to see if they've gone through the modules, and that should be mentioned on the statement of purpose, how it aligns to their career trajectory. So that's second. The third one is, of course, data and the Masters in Computer Science and Negotiated Learning, where we require a specific format for letter of recommendation. So these are 2-3 programs which has certain specific documentation.
Right. That's wonderful. I think that's good guidance and suggestions for a focused application to hopefully get an offer rather than having any feedback and queries. Wonderful. Thank you for your time, Priya, and we'll certainly circulate back and reach out to you and your office on a case-to-case basis for any specific applications.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really hope this was informative. But yes, at any point, if you need a support in terms of application, feel free to reach out. Because our turnaround time is between 3 to 4 weeks. In some of the programs, we take up to 6 weeks as well. And
Right.
the kind of heavy volume application we're dealing with, we try our best that, once we receive the complete application, that should go to the next step so that there's
Right.
no delay.
Right.
So
Right.
definitely a complete application really
Sure.
helps.
Sure.
Yes. Thank you so much for your
I-
hard work and support.
Great.
You
Thank
have a
again.
lovely weekend. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you, Supriya. Thank you, everyone. Bye.